This year's Global Climate Change Summit has ended in Bonn in Germany with a concerted effort to reduce the use of coal. More than 15 countries, led by the UK and Canada, have joined to form the Powering Past Coal Alliance. Now, according to the group, 800,000 people die each year from pollution generated by burning coal. The fossil fuel helped power the Industrial Revolution, of course, but it's the most polluting form of energy around. The International Energy Agency predicts coal's share of the world's energy consumption will fall from 27% in 2015 to 22% in 2040.
Coal is literally choking our cities and our people. Around the world, we see close to 1 million deaths a year from air pollution created by burning coal. Not only is there a human cost, there is also a huge economic cost, totaling billions of dollars a year.
I tried to ban in my country by a new law 2 new authorization to try to find fossil energy and specifically coal. And we will ban production in electricity by 2022, the production with coal. So, of course, we are close to you, and congratulations for this coalition. Thank you.
But some of the biggest users of coal have not signed up to the alliance. They include the US, China, Germany and Russia. Let's talk about all this now from the COP23 summit. Joining me from there is Jesse Young. He's the Senior Advisor on Climate and Energy at the charity Oxfam America. Thank you very much for joining us, Jesse. This coalition against coal is being held up as a big victory at this summit. Is it?
I think it is. Every movement has to start somewhere. Obviously, the countries that are part of the pact only represent a portion of the world's coal consumption, but I think there's an unmistakable momentum taking place here that underscores the point that coal is simply not a sustainable fuel for the future in any part of the world.
Jesse, so in your view, what were some of the other big achievements at this year's summit?
Well, I think it's important to keep in mind that the meeting here in Bonn, Germany this year is a waypoint on the implementation of the Paris Agreement. There are relatively few major decisions that need to be made here in Bonn, but we are moving forward the agenda to make sure that the promises embedded in the Paris Agreement, which was decided in December 2015, are carried forward. And that work plan to hold countries accountable to their commitments and make sure that the world is ratcheting up their efforts to combat climate change take place. So I think this is an important moment, but not necessarily the whole ball game.
Okay, Jesse, would you let's go back to this issue of coal. Do you think market forces on their own would have been reducing the reliance on coal anyway, even without government intervention?
In the case of the United States, I think that is very much the case. Coal use is falling in the United States, both because it's polluting, but because it's non-economical. There are cheaper, more efficient sources of energy to be had. President Trump likes to speak of the war against coal. The war against coal in the United States is largely driven by capitalism.
Okay, Jesse, don't go away. We're going to come back to you in a second.